Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing good. This is Lacuna Astro's official channel. Uh, This session is specifically for the people who are seeking any sort of astrological advice. This will be a 1 hour session, so we'll be closing around 10:10. So, in case if anybody has any specific questions, feel free to use this time for your benefit. To ask a specific question during the session, you have to share your details. In case if you have your Lacuna token, you can share that with us also. If you don't have the Lacuna token, you can get the Lacuna token in two ways. Either you can just share your details and I'll be creating your chart for you, or you can just download the Lacuna Astro application and create your profile and share your details with me. The second approach is the most preferred approach, and I would advise everybody to consider that. The reasoning is very simple. That allows you to have absolute control over your profile, absolute control over your data. I do understand as an Indians, we don't really value what is the privacy, right? So as long as we don't understand what is data privacy and other things, you guys are more than happy to share your details on internet. So that's absolutely fine. That's your prerogative. I have nothing to say about it. The only thing I want to tell you that if you are interested, either you can create your profile within Lacuna Astro application, download it, create your profile, share your token, or just give me your details here and I would be able to create your profile in front of you directly. So what do we have? We have quite a sophisticated mobile application which is available on App Store and Play Store. Anybody can download that. It's available to everybody. Second thing, we do have a desktop application which is called Orbital, right? Orbital is something which is proprietary. It is not available to general public. Nobody can access that. It is something which is available to us only. Us means only the Lacuna Astro team has access to Orbital. What Orbital can do? Orbital is evolving to a level where it can simplify the predictions, right? What do I mean by that? So I mean that when you are using Orbital and you are punching in the details within the Orbital, Orbital does the preliminary scanning of your data automatically. So you may not have basic knowledge of astrology, right? But still, what you can do, you can just use Orbital, punch in your details, ask your question. Orbital takes care of rest of the things. Now the question is, somebody is asking, are we going to publish Orbital? No, we are not going to publish Orbital to the general public. The reasoning is simple. Orbital would be accessible via mobile app. Orbital direct access would not be available to anybody. Reasoning is very simple because Orbital as an interface has capabilities which we are mesmerized about, right? And it is extremely good, extremely accurate. So obviously anybody who would be using it, definitely they would be using it to monetize on top of it, and I want uh, that not to happen, right? So monetization is not the primary goal we have right now. So my point is that Orbital would not be directly accessible to anybody. uh, some parts of the Orbital, for example navigating the Gochar, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about so that you all can correlate, right? So what you guys see on my screen right now is mobile application, and this mobile application is available on App Store and Play Store right now. Anybody wants, they can just simply go ahead and have it. Just give me a minute, guys. So what you see on your screen right now is orbital, and what you see here is the mobile application. I don't know why it is not having the alignment. Just give me a minute. I think we are good now. Perfect. Okay, cool. So what you see on the screen is our mobile application. This is called Lacuna Astro, and it is available on App Store and Play Store. Here we do have a very specific section which is called Nadi. So right now, if you go within Nadi, it simply shows you your Nadi chart. And along with that, it also shows you the dashas for 10 years. This is the exact place you would be able to see the capability to ask specific questions and navigate the gochar. So when you are going to use that, when you are going to do that, it would allow you to see through when exactly the specific event can happen. What are the logics behind it and how that is being calculated? For that, you can have a small crash course which will be available on YouTube, and there you guys can learn how that is being done. From the very beginning, we had a vision that we never wanted to build anything for the people who claim that they know astrology, because if they know astrology, they are already biased, right? Because they may know something, based on that they are doing their own interpretations. What our intention is, we are implementing what we have read, what we have tried during the live sessions, that yes, it works. That is what we are building. So we don't really care about what you know, what you don't know. So if somebody knows anything about the 27 nakshatras, and if they have read about it somewhere, and then based on that they are using that as a basis for the prediction, and maybe 40-50% times it is going right, and most of the times it is going wrong. So nobody has the actual validation of it. For example, if you guys go and see on YouTube, you would get to see a lot of people are creating videos on war, right? Somebody is saying it is going to get finished, somebody is saying it is going to extend. Nobody knows, right? They are just I'll tell you guys that we do have around 200 years of war data, right? And majority of those events have happened on different configurations. But what people are doing, they have just got one specific combination, that Saturn is moving into this specific nakshatra, and because of that it is happening. So it is their way of expressing things. So that is exactly what we want to eliminate. We don't want to open it to the people who come from the astrological background. Reasoning is very simple. Nobody knows it completely. Even we don't know it completely. What we know, if we are reading something, we try to capture that in entirety, right? So let's say if we are implementing something for Nadi, then we are going to get deep into Nadi, and then everything and anything which we can explore is going to be available to you in form of a software. What is that software? That software is Orbital and Lacuna Astro mobile application. So as far as Orbital desktop is concerned, we are not going to open that. I'll show you guys how exactly the Orbital works. If anybody has any questions, you can ask. Make sure your questions are to the point. This should not be something very vague कि मेरे भविष्य में क्या है. भविष्य में बहुत कुछ है. What exactly you want to really explore is the question, right? So we'll quickly see how exactly orbital works, right? Or I'll use one of the charts from one of the readings we did today, and that has a very good use cases there. Most likely, you guys would love to see that. Just give me a minute. This is one of the charts from a recent reading we did, and that happened today. And yeah, uh, that's a fair enough way to look at it, and that is exactly what our aim is, right? You can't predict everything just by using one technique. So that is exactly what we are also trying to solve the problem. But obviously, these all are theories, right? Who knows what, and who knows it right, or who knows what to apply, when to apply, is the right, who doesn't know when to apply what is not right. That is the debate we don't want to get into. So that's the fair enough decision making from our side, right? um, so because the biggest challenge is, if we get into that debate, right, what is wrong. So every technique has certain points which allows people to counter, right? And we can't really get into a debate where which can't be won, right? Reasoning is very simple because those arguments are quite theory based. Practically nobody has fair enough data which allows that person to really uh, get into more details of it. So that's the reasoning we don't want to indulge into that at all. So the chart you guys are seeing on the screen, this person came for a reading related to his career, and the career was an ongoing concern from the very beginning when he started his job itself. Now, if you guys can see, right, he has been always struggling within his workplace, where he was trying to get the necessary, weightage, necessary recognition for his work, but most of the times his efforts were stolen by somebody else in the team. So, in that case, he was not very sure why the hell it is happening, and he comes from a basic knowledge of astrology. So at the very beginning he said that no, I know Parashari, I know this, I know that, and this is the place where X planet is sitting, it is Digbali, this, that. So that is what he started talking about. But at the end he said that even though I know what is where, I don't know why it is happening, right? So this is exactly what orbital can eliminate, right? So in orbital, what we did, we just applied a filter for job, right? And we just applied a filter for when do I get the job. So what orbital does, orbital goes and checks uh, first of all the possibility of having the job, and at the same time what are the challenges, or what kind of experiences you are going to get into the job. So this is what orbital gave us. And guys, trust me, we are not putting any additional information except your date of birth, place of birth, and time. Apart from that, we are not putting anything. And obviously, we understand a lot of people don't come with their date of births, right? They don't know. So for that, we are also now introducing Prashna Kundali, and that will be available in Orbital very soon. And at some point, it would be available in mobile app as well. So that is the direction we are heading into. But coming back to the point I was trying to make, right? What you see here, right? In orbital, you have to just go and select the specific question. And this is exactly what you would be allowed in the mobile application. So mobile app already has these capabilities. So anybody who has used it can still get a sense of how exactly the mobile app is functioning. So in case of the mobile application, if you go and just give me a minute, guys. If you go and move towards ask a question, and here in the ask a question, selecting that specific card would allow you to ask specific questions related to your current ongoing problem, right? So your problem can be related to anything, right? It can be related to health, love and affair, anything. And just to be very clear, the answers which are provided by this specific feature is based on a Parashari. So it is not using Nadi as of today. But in future, what are we going to do? We are going to give you the capability where you can get into the Nadi, look into these details, and then specifically tap on it and start asking the question. So when you start asking these questions, the system would automatically go do all the calculations for you, and it would give you very high level details whether it is possible or not. Now you know the possibility of happening the event. That is the one thing. Second thing would be, now you want to know when exactly that would happen. So for that, we are going to give you the Gochar capability. You would be able to keep rotating the Gochar, and Gochar would tell you when exactly the specific event can happen. How that would work, I'll show you that also. When you get into the orbital allows you to select the question. For example, you selected the question for job. Now, if you want to move the Gochar, first of all, you have to select at least 3 planets which are supporting this event. Otherwise, the system would not allow you to proceed. Similarly, mobile app would also prevent you, and it would, rather than you selecting those 3 planets, system would automatically select it. How exactly that is going to happen? So what you see here, right? We are automatically grading the systems. What is the meaning of grading the specific planets? So grading of the specific planet happens based on the combinations which are required and the availability of that combination at different levels. So based on that, the system automatically identifies whether a specific combination is formed or it is not formed. If it is formed, then that would be automatically selected as part of the system which you guys would be using in the mobile app. And from there, hey, hi Soumyaranjan. From there, you would have the absolute flexibility to go and start navigating the Gochar. So for example, let's see, here we can clearly see that majority of the planets are having only 50% support. But there are 3 planets which are indicating the strong possibility. For example, Venus has a strong support, Saturn has a strong support, Ketu has a strong support. So as soon as you select any 3 planets, your Dasha system would become activated, right? So now if you see, as soon as I remove any one of the planets, the entire list of Dasha would become yellow, right? And the yellow is just an indication that this is the current active piece of the time. Now, as soon as I activate the 3rd planet, the Dasha system would get activated. So in the Dasha system, what exactly it is doing? It is basically tracking in real time. It is tracking in real time whether the planets which are supporting the event are in the Dasha or not, right? So what that means, it is checking whether the Mahadasha, Antardasha and Pratyantardasha, they all are in sync or not. So that is what has been validated. So now, if they are not in sync, it will indicate you a green, a red line, right? So you can see majority of the time which is coming from now till far in the future is red, right? So somewhere in 2048 there is a combination which is supporting the current one. So now you can't really go and start doing the prediction. So what you need to do, you need to be a little bit more, and this is what we call at accuracy, right? So in terms of accuracy, the system would allow you to choose what level of accuracy you want to go with. So for example, in this specific case, you can't just simply say that no, we would not be able to do the prediction because necessary planets are not there, and because of that it is not possible. So what are we going to do? We are now going to start looking for the planets which are not in absolute support but having a little bit of a positive sign. For example, for job, 2 6 10 11 is the ultimate, but you can look for 6 11 10 11 2 11. So these are the different other combinations which you can look for, and there you would find that other planets are also becoming supportive, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll pick up any one of them, whichever is indicating that yes, it should be tried. So just give me a minute. So as soon as we enable Rahu as well, we can see that starting from 18th of August, there is a good time for this guy. Now, in that window, if we just want to explore when exactly the specific event can happen. So for that, you can just keep rotating. Now the system is trying to find out when exactly the specific event can happen. This is something which you guys would have a manual control of. Why? Because if we allow system to automatically start exploring, it would be doing a lot of combinations and permutations. Why we want it to be controlled by you is very simple. We want you guys to make sure that you decide. For example, if you want to do something in the month of October, why would you navigate the entire month? You will directly click on the month and you will jump on October. So if you guys can see here, so in the month of October, if you see, system is indicating that there is some favorable time coming for him based on the selected planets we have. So there would be a separate video. This session is not about explaining what exactly orbital would do in depth. It is predominantly to look into your charts and then see whether orbital is capable of catching those specific points or not. So what you see here is just an indication that how orbital is going to happen. You select the specific question, select the specific planets which are supporting the event, and from there you just start rotating the Gochar, and from that you will get to know when exactly the event is most likely supported. Yeah, Soumya Ranjan, you can share your details and we can look into it. Soumya Ranjan, I think you are a returning viewer, so you would have a token. If you have a token, just let me know. Thank you. Let me see what is there. What is your question, Soumya Ranjan Sahu? Soumya, what is your question? So this transfer you are trying somewhere within the city or outside of the city? How far is that place where you want to relocate? Can you let me know that, please? And that's fine. The transfer which you are trying for, is it far or is it close to where you stay right now? Okay, fine, fine. That's okay. Is it something you need to apply for, or it happens automatically, Soumya? Is it something you need to apply for, or it will happen automatically? Automatically means your leadership would decide, okay, give him a transfer, or is it something you need to request for? Can you clarify that also, please? Okay, fine. Just hold on. And can you tell me the month when you have to apply for it? Can you tell me the month when you can apply for it? So, Amaranjan, can you tell me the month when you are going to apply for it? Okay, fine. You can see on your screen, right? Starting from 3rd of April, this month, right? The dasha is quite supportive, and the time frame is till 2020, 24 May 2026. During this time, if you want to apply, just hold on. So if you want to apply this month, right? Just give me a minute. On 19th, I'll take a screenshot of it. You just drop a message on WhatsApp number. We'll send you that screenshot. 19th, 23rd. Marriage we'll see. Just hold on. So 19th, 23rd of April or 18th of May. So these are the times you can note down, Somaranjan. Uh, just give me one more minute. So these are the times you can just keep a note of. And if you apply during these times, it is definitely going to be helpful for you. The best time for you would be on 26th May. 26th May 2026. If you apply during that time, that is also a good one. I would say 26th May is what you should be choosing as an option. So I have taken the screenshot. You can drop a message on the number. You have it already, right? And we will send you that screenshot. You can just have a look of it. And these are the times which I am giving you should be the one which are used for any sort of job application. Now, who is next? Okay, you had a question about marriage also, right? Just hold on. Let's look into marriage. See, that problem is already visible on the screen. You can see that, right? I'll show you that. We are just looking for your marriage, and you can check that in front of you. We are not applying anything here, right? We are just seeing what is reflecting on the screen. Just hold on. So you can expect something in the month of May, right, Soumyaranjan Sahu? So in the month of May, starting from 24th of May, you can definitely see something there, right? You can take a screenshot of it. Otherwise, I'm anyhow just taking it. So this is saved. So 24th of May 2026 till 24th of July is the time when you are definitely going to see some progress there in terms of marriage. Okay, let's move on, guys. We'll check the next one. I'll add a few of you in the queue as well. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to update the queue at my end. Okay, who is there? Let's add a few in the queue. So we do have, we just completed Soumya Ranjan. I'll add Beyond the Stars. Oh my god. We'll add Beyond the Stars. His name is Abir, 1995 born. We'll add Golu. Hello, Mr. Golu. How are you doing? We will add Golu as well. Is there anybody else? Golu, I have added you into the queue. I see there is Divyang. Divyang, if you're there, let me know. I'm adding you as well into the queue. Anybody else? I see there is somebody named Abhishek. Guys, hold on. Don't panic. Abhishek 1414 LAQPJJ. I am adding Abhishek as well. Now let's proceed, guys. Let's start reading one by one. And meanwhile, if anybody wants, you guys can go and download the Lacuna Astro application from App Store and Play Store. It is available there. You can just have it, download that, and create your profile, share your token. If you have that handy, then it becomes pretty easy for us to quickly do the reading for you. Otherwise, I would be just grabbing your details, creating your profile, going back into the reading. So this jumping here and there is a bit of exhausting exercise. But आप में से कई सारे लोग ऐसे हैं जो निकम्मे हैं, so they don't prefer doing anything, right? They think that asking a question and getting an answer is the solution of their life. So they can enjoy being here. Others can try. If they want, they can just go ahead and download the application and create the profile. Anybody? I have added one more person, and his name is Arokia R. Arokia R, I don't see your name there. Arokia, I don't see your real name there. Let's start the reading. Beyond the Stars. We are going to create the first profile for today, and that is for Abir. I would suggest you guys to be a bit, okay. Guys, just give me a minute. I have to just adjust a few things. Just be with me for 1 minute. We have everything in place now. Let's proceed. I'm going to create the profile for Abir. Anybody who has not shared their real names, please make sure you share your details also. Share the name, otherwise, profile creation would be a problem. We are creating the profile for Abir. And if anybody is a fake user here, right? Abir, what are you asking, Abir? Research query me उन्नति पता नहीं आपने क्या लिखा है यार. I'm not able to read what you have asked, Abir. So may I request you to rephrase your question? अपना question rephrase करिए. Please rephrase your question. 1995. Basically, you want to become a teacher, right? Uh, ask a direct question why you are giving left, right, center. This is your token. Please keep this token handy. Next time when you come, I would expect you to share this with me. प्रोफेसर क्या होता है, उसके सीइंग होते हैं क्या? प्रोफेसर इज ऑल्सो टीचर ओनली, राइट? जस्ट गिव मी अ मिनट गाइस. See, you would be able to definitely get into the job. That is not a problem at all. And you can also get into the government job. But when is a question. So let's see when. Okay. We'll try to find the when. Just give me a minute. We have Ketu, Shukra, Surya, Chandrama. Okay. Mars. Now. Guru. Abir, may I request you to take a screenshot of this, please? You can take a screenshot of it and save it. 6th Jan 2027. If you already know, then why are you here? Right? Take a screenshot of it. 6 Jan 2027 till 9th of June 2027. If you are applying during that time, it is going to be a good one for you. It's running from 9th of June 2027 till 9th of December 2027. It seems the entire year is quite favorable for you. So my advice to you would be to just consider this time to seek any good opportunities. Okay, let's move on, guys. Who is next? Next one is Divya Gangwar. Divya, if you're there, let me know. Job as professor. 2027 seems to be a good year for the job. Anybody else? Divya, if you're there, let me know. Fine, I think Divya is no longer there. Let's move on. Abhishek. Abhishek, if you're there, let me know, please. Okay, Golu is there. Golu is there. Fine. Golu, just hold on. Abhishek, just hold on. Golu is here, so we'll cover Golu and then I'll come to you. Golu, what is your name? I'll say just Golu. We do have two Abhishek here. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. 6 p.m. Abhishek, please validate your details quickly. Can you confirm if everything is fine? Okay. This is your token. Please keep it handy. Golu Sharma will not do a reading for you because your profile indicates that you are already an astrologer. So we are not going to do a reading for you. So guys, this is what is the name of his channel. Golu, you can leave. We are not going to do a reading for you. We don't entertain astrologers. That's the reasoning. Let's move on, guys. Anybody who is an astrologer can leave the session. Let's move on, guys. We do have Divya. Divya, if you're there, let me know. I'll move on to Abhishek. Abhishek 1414. कुछ नहीं हुआ. This place is not for astrologers. अगर मुझे खुद को एस्ट्रोलॉजी करनी होती तो मैं सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं बनाता ना. I have built this software just to remove the astrologers. Right? I do this session just to prove that you don't need an astrologer. You need a good software. Right? Because largely astrologers are doing bullshit. That is the reasoning I don't want you to be here. Okay? Because you are an astrologer and this product is not for astrologers. Let's move on. We are going with Abhishek 1414. I'm just throwing this person out of this channel. So Golu Sharma was an astrologer. He came here and he asked good questions, no doubt about it. But we do a validation, and anybody who is an astrologer is not supposed to be here. Abhishek, what is your question? Abhishek, you haven't shared your question. May I ask you to share your question, please? About my career, which I think that dark mode permanently. What is that? Why do you think it has gone into the dark mode? Just look into it and just give me a minute. I'll validate. Guys, I want you guys to be very clear about that this place is not for astrologers. And if you think I'm a guy who is going to talk about nonsense and give you bullshit in terms of planets, in terms of rashis, nakshatras, this, that, then I'm not going to do that, right? I'm going to give you a legitimate software, right? I'm going to give you a software which allows you to do the predictions by yourself. right? I don't want you to rely on anybody who is telling you कि शनि इस नक्षत्र में चला गया तो ये हो जाएगा अब आपके साथ, right? If you are of that category, then this is not the place for you. I want you guys to believe on something which really works, right? And if astrology is something which really works, then it needs to work based on certain principles. And that is the reasoning here at Lacuna Astro. During this session, I don't apply anything other than the mathematics. And whatever we apply is visible to you. Yeah? Whatever we are applying is visible to you. We are not doing any manipulation, any updates, any sort of data manipulation to just make it favorable for you. We don't do that. We show you what is the reality of your chart. So that is the intent of this session. That's the reasoning. If anybody is coming from the astrological background, please leave the session. This session is not for you because you guys would not even understand what we are doing, right? So let's move on. We are going to open the chart for Abhishek, and I would be switching to orbital. You guys can just move your device, and in landscape you can see what is there, right? So in landscape you would be able to see the orbital. In orbital I have just added the token of Abhishek. Now I'm going for further details. So Abhishek, you can see on the screen right now, right? I'm not very confident when it comes to job, right? The chart itself is indicating that there is a lot of inconsistency, right? For example, when somebody is seeking a job, at least 2, 6, 10, 11 should be formed in some way or some in some format. So if you see here, right, the maximum possible combination which is being formed here is only touching 50%, right? So that is one gap. Second gap is, if you see here, right, so mostly means almost all the planets are saying that average deny, strongly deny, right? Strongly deny, average support, average deny, strongly deny. So majority of the planets are in denial, right? But still we would try to find a spot for you so that you can at least be positive in that direction. Just give me a minute. I'll put sun, I'll put guru, I'll put Shani, Rahu, and Ketu. So after 24th of April, right? So on the very day of 24th of April, you can expect something there. Just hold on. Just give me a minute. So the only time I would advise you to concentrate on is 3rd of June 2026. Okay. Starting from 3rd of June 2026, you can have some possibilities there, right? And this time is not very long for you, right? There would be a time where you may feel that, oh, nothing is working out. So in between 11th of June till 27th of June, there would be a time where you would not be having any good offers or good options for you. But the time frame which is being suggested here is between 25th of May till 11th of June, right? In that, if you specifically ask about when, then 4th of June 2026 is when you would start seeing some good improvements coming uh, on your way. Just give me a minute. And this time is going to continue there for 5th, 6th, 7th. Yeah. So 4 or 5 days time would be there if you are looking for a private job where you have a lot of control over when exactly you go and get exposed to the employer. So there is a 4 or 5 days window where the guru would be transiting on the 10th house, right? And it would be within the 1 degree. So you can just take that advantage and let us know if any good results come during that time. You can take a screenshot of it and let us know whenever you get the results. Hey, hi Priya, how are you doing? I'm adding Priya as well. For us, we would say 100%. If you ask us the percentage, we would tell you 100%. But this is a very strong possibility, Abhishek. I think you should not think too much about it. One thing I want to tell you, if it is a private job, then definitely what we are saying is definitely going to work out. There is a 4 or 5 days window. Make sure you are utilizing that window in the best possible way, right? So that is your job. You need to put your efforts to find out where the opening is. You need to find out and you need to go prepared for that. That is your job. We are just telling you during that time you will get to see some traction around it. Okay. Now, how do you materialize it is in your hands. There, the work of astrology finishes. Our job is to tell you when is the favorable time. How do you utilize that time is your job, right? How much effort you are putting, how much rigorously you are searching that opportunity is in your hands. Is that is not in our hands, right? We are just telling you during that time the planets are favorable. Now choice is yours how you are utilizing that window. I hope you have taken the screenshot. If not, then भगवान भरोसे चल रहा है काम. Priya, I have added you into the queue. Just hold on. Job 27th of guys, just give me a minute. One hour 7 minutes. Fine. So I mean, I really don't think there is a future for people who are not. First of all, there are two things, right? Whenever somebody is seeking astrological advice, and the condition for which they are seeking the astrological advice is not very critical, right? I mean, there is a logic behind it. For example, you are not getting the job you are looking for, or something illogical is happening to you. Even after putting your all your efforts, you are not getting the good results. If you are reaching an astrologer for that, then it makes sense. But if you are reaching to an astrologer for anything and everything, then you are already on a wrong path, right? People like that are never going to have anything which materializes for them in entirety, right? छोटा छोटा थोड़ा थोड़ा सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस उनको मिल रहे होंगे, बट फुलेस्ट एक्सपीरियंस उनको कभी नहीं मिलेगा. वाई? Because they are not completely into it, right? So somebody has to get into completely into something, devote into that, then only things happen. Otherwise ऊपर ऊपर से तो सभी तैर के निकल जाते हैं, गहराइयों में जो जाएगा वही आगे बढ़ेगा. अदरवाइज लाइफ इज़ वेरी शॉर्ट यार. 60-70 साल की ज़िंदगी है, उसमें इतने एक्सपेरिमेंट करते रहेंगे तो क्या होगा. लेट्स मूव ऑन. हु इज नेक्स्ट? Arokia. Arokia, if you're there, let me know. Arokia, if you're there, let me know. I want all of you to use these sessions to get a clue, right? But don't use these sessions to decide that anything and everything now from on here on you are going to do based on certain predictions. Then you are on a wrong path. You are going to get in trouble for sure. I think Garokia is now no longer there. Let's move on. Most lot of times people ask me, do I use this software to predict for me and for my family? So the answer is no. Even though we have built this software which is largely autonomous, right? This software is not influenced by any sort of biased decision making, right? So the software is not taking any external influence to decide whether something is going to happen or something isn't going to happen. So it is completely isolated from human emotions, which is a good thing, I feel. A lot of times people say that astrology is about intuition, this, that, and all that, right? So definitely that is necessary, but that is necessary when you are seeing somebody, when you are meeting somebody face to face. But if you are doing it in a live session which is completely in a digital environment, what the hell you are going to do with the intuition, man? I mean, so you are feeling like something and you are telling it to the people who are just listening you. It doesn't make sense, right? So here at Lacuna Astro, what we are trying to do, we are eliminating the emotions entirely from the equation, right? We are trying to make sure the mathematics works. Obviously the place, the kind of family you were born, the kind of financial status you had, the kind of lifestyle you have been living would definitely have an influence on you, right? And your growth, your trajectory, your experiences of life would be definitely different than the people who were born on the same day, same time, same place. Just because there is a status difference, just because you come from a different culture, different uh, uh, parents, and different experiences you had. Let's move on. We do have the next profile, and that is for Priya. And after that, we do have this guy has not given the name. He has written, what is your name? 28th October 2006. What is your name? Mrityunjay. Okay, let's move on. I'll check Priya's profile first. Priya, please confirm if you are still with us. These two would be the last profile for today. First would be Priya, and then next would be Mrityunjay. Priya, let me know if you are with me right now. Okay, Priya is not there. Let's create the profile for Mrityunjay. Just hold on. A lot of the times, people come to just satisfy their ego, right? They come and they ask. Abhishek, please validate your details. So, Mrityunjay, I would say, looking at your age group, right? I would say anime would be the right one for you. I don't think this is a question of astrology, right? This is not the question of astrology. It's a question of what you can connect with, right? So, seeing your date of birth, the kind of value you can add, the kind of energy you can maintain, because anime explainers, my nephew does that. So I know it's quite big industry. So my suggestion to you would be it has nothing to do with the astrology. So I don't think you should worry too much about that. But just hold on. Yeah. So that is what I'm saying, right? Look for that, because the other side, which you are saying, that self improvement at your age, you talking about it, nobody would trust you, right? Because you are not grown up, you haven't seen the world, and you talking about self improvement, people would say this guy is just reading from a teleprompter, right? So largely that wouldn't be appreciated as much as the anime thing can be done. So what I would say, use anime as a foundation, build that build that foundation, grow yourself, groom yourself, start building a community. And obviously, as you spend some time, a year or 2 years or 3 years, building that community, obviously your exposure towards the self improvement and other things would also come in, right? because self improvement is an area which is quite vast, and you have to have the different dimensions of life seen there, right? Unless you haven't seen the different possibilities of life, and you talking about those is nothing but bullshit. So I don't want you to waste your time doing something which doesn't add value, right? So do your anime wala work. That is definitely going to give you the reach, the possibility, the value you can create for the people. And once that reach is established, you can definitely start getting into the area of self improvement, or how to build a $1 billion business. Whatever you want to talk, you can talk about that, right? It's a game of perception, right? Nobody knows who the hell you are. And that's the reasoning. Even in the field where I have just jumped in, a lot of people are claiming that they are astrologers, right? But they all are creating videos. They all are busy creating videos. And what I am busy creating, I am busy creating the software. So I'm not creating the videos as much as we should be, but we are creating software. Why? Because at the end of the day, what do you need? You need a reliable source which tells you when a specific thing is going to happen. Rest of the things are bullshit. They will say, you will listen, you will get more confused, or you will just simply leave that. Your trust would just vaporize. So what we are doing, we are just focusing on building something which we feel is going to add the value. So similarly, at your age group, I feel that you are most well suited for anime, because that requires energy, that requires quite a good capability to convey the message in more constructive way. So for me, I think you should concentrate on that. Okay, guys, is there anybody else, or we will just proceed with the closure of the session? I'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll close the session. No, I think see, Mrityunjay, uh, don't just try to be regional, right? Even if you want to be regional, use a language which is largely spoken across India, right? And I think the touch of Bengali, when you are speaking Hindi with the touch of Bengali, is definitely going to give you an extra edge. Don't think that people are going to feel shit about it. Go and listen Samay Rehna, right? He would give 100, he would use 100 slangs there, but still you laugh at it, right? And look at the way he's controlling his emotions. Look at the way he's bringing in the emotions in it. Nobody gives a shit about what language he's using. They all are just into it at that point in time. So for you, I would say language is not a barrier. If you want, you can start with Bengali right now, but just be informed that your reach would be quite regional then, right? Now if you use even broken Hindi with a touch of Bengali accent, it is definitely going to give you an edge, right? You will have a different niche created, that this guy is genuinely putting his real and natural efforts. So if you do so, I think oh, sorry guys. That is definitely going to give you good reach. So my advice to you would be just focus on that. बाकी तुम्हारी मर्जी है भाई, जो मन का है वो करो, अपना क्या जाता है यार. Whatever you want to do, you do, man. But things doesn't work like that. That you create a channel with massive reach, and then you start Hindi, and then uh, I don't know. I mean, we are not very much focused on YouTube or Instagram or any channel for that matter. Even the live sessions which we do is very it has a very clear cut intention for us. So the purpose of live sessions is to just connect with the people and validate the software. Otherwise, how do we get reach, right? uh, Nobody would be voluntarily coming to get their details validated. So live is the way through which we can connect with the genuine people, and we can genuinely try to help them through the softwares which we are building. So we are not very much interested, or we are not very much exposed to these things. So I can just tell you one thing, whatever I have understood. Choice is yours. My advice to you would be just do it carefully. Okay, everybody, I think we have reached at the end of the session. We are going to resume the session tomorrow at 8:39 p.m. India time. If anybody has any questions, you can reach out to our official number also. That is there in the title of the video. And thank you so much, everybody, for giving this wonderful opportunity to look into your charts. We'll continue this journey and we'll connect soon again. Thank you. Good night.